Welcome into your Sagittarius new moon astrology forecast, where I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology and giving you a heads up on the energies and what you may expect. My name is Chrissy Whistler. I am an intuitive, an evolutionary astrologer. I'm also a healer. So if you would like a birth chart reading to see how these energies are specifically affecting you, if you're really struggling right now, do please reach out. You can find a link to my website below at chrissywhistler.com. And please like this video and subscribe to my channel. That really helps to get this message out there to more people who are like you, who are wanting to understand these moments and these energies and how best to navigate through them. So thank you. I really do appreciate that, and share with anyone you feel that could use this message. All right, so we have this new moon coming up on November 23rd. It's going to be at 1 degree of Sagittarius. Now, before I really dive into this new moon, I just wanted to say we are still in this eclipse cycle, and it has been very intense. In fact, please let me know how you are doing. Go ahead and leave a comment below so we can see you here and witness you and whatever it is that's been shaking up in your life, really coming into the surface to be seen. That's Scorpio energy right there for you. The good, the bad, the ugly. Okay, things we don't want to see, all that's discomforting. It's like, yep, that's been happening. So yes, please let me know. I know that this is an incredibly intense time for many people, and that you're not alone in that. You're not. This really is a very difficult time. In addition to the astrology, okay, I am a sensitive and an intuitive, and so are my children. I did do another video specifically focusing around parenting and our children with these energies, so you can check that one out if you're a parent yourself. This has been a very intense week for me and my kids. Again, Eric being a lightning rod for this energy, and then me doing everything I can to really help ground him, calm him, and redirect those energies into better places than just like my poor floor and the neighbors who live underneath us. So there are many other sensitives and energy workers out there who I'm following are also talking about this big increase in energy that's been happening. You may expect to have another hit of this on November 22nd, and then leading into this December 21st, the winter solstice. So just know that there's this frequency, this vibration of energy that is occurring. It's not just in the astrology, but it's coming in from many other places. So just kind of heads up on that if you are also a sensitive. And if you suddenly feel like your hands are vibrating and you don't know why, and there's nothing you can do to calm them, that can be why. And yes, that was my experience as well. Once I was able to tune into my own body enough to feel it, because again, I was so focused on supporting Eric. So just know that could be an experience for yourself or those around you. All right, so still in this eclipse cycle, okay? Collective themes around manipulation, drama, going into the muck, okay? That's all Scorpio, so we can transform. That's still in the works. That's still happening. We still have the South Node also going through Scorpio. There's a lot of Venus energy still happening around relationships. Giving too much of ourselves? Are we giving too little? It's this giving and receiving, this back and forth. Are we losing ourselves into the other? Can be some of the themes highlighted. Be very mindful right now to take care of yourself. we are really coming into, at least in the Western world, the holiday season, the constant busyness, okay, when we should be really hibernating like nature does during the winter time, is going within, this need to be still and quiet. And I will say as well, going within, when I did the intuitive readings for this new moon, that was the collective message. And then all the zodiac signs also had that same exact message. Go within, be still, really tune into yourself, okay? So very strong message in the astrology and from spirit. So listen to your system, pay attention, okay? Now, you may be having this experience of real depth and transformation around relationships. That could be easing since Venus is now moving into Sagittarius, okay? So like the intensity of it or the sharp words that people may have expressed with you, it's shifting, okay? And now we're really starting to ask about truths. How are we doing relationships and what we value? How we communicate, okay? So it's like we're moving into, are we only seeing all those in one light, or are we able to see it from a diverse point of views? Okay, so I'll back up a second here. Now, lower octave Sagittarius, okay? Now this is going to be all things around Venus, okay? Love, value, money, exchange, relationships. Mercury, the mind, communication, okay, the intellect. So, lower octave Sagittarius is there's only one way to communicate. There's only one way to think. This belief right here, this is the right one and all other ones are wrong. Let me know if you're having that experience in your life somewhere. Or this right here, this is the only way we can do money and resource exchange and everything else is wrong. Or this is what we value and we value nothing else, okay? It's a very single-minded focus of this one truth is all truth, and not taking into this brighter, broader, more diverse set of experiences based on life and perspective, okay? This many truths can be true depending on the experience of the individual or the group of people. So another theme that can be really coming forward at this time is, what is man-made law around these forms and these functions that I've been talking about with Mercury and Venus? What is natural law and universal law, okay? I think that's going to be very highlighted, really being brought to the surface for us to see and ponder, like just from this more philosophical point of view than we have before. So whatever's happening in the world this month, coming into December, be conscious of your viewpoint. Are you only seeing the trees in front of you? Or are you taking that more eagle's perch, that higher vantage point from above, so you can see the whole of the forest and how all the different parts of that forest are fitting together, so the whole of it can be what it is? This can be a real wonderful time to explore this diversity of beliefs and opinions, even different cultures and the experiences they may be having. And can you really hear and see them? Can you be curious and listen to them and hold a space of non-judgment so that you can learn and expand your own conscious awareness and understanding? So go follow these new and different roads. Go explore them and travel. And can you enjoy that as you do so? or try to. I do know that this is the holiday season and things can get very contentious with different points of views and beliefs, but that is the invitation. Can you still hold that self energy of compassion, love, and kindness, even as you may have a drastically different viewpoint from someone else? That instead of being triggered, can you instead hold that center place? Can you? Or can you try? We're not talking perfection here, okay? This is just trying and practicing so you can. And because as you do this, you are going to start changing this frequency and vibration. And by doing so, you're going to start teaching others around you. So we might really be feeling an expansion of all those energies that I was just speaking of. Now, on the 23rd, we have our new moon. This is a very powerful new moon with Jupiter. So it's happening at 1 degree of Sagittarius. So go look at your birth chart and see what house that 1 degree of Sagittarius falls for you, and if you have any planets or aspects there. If you don't know what that is and you would like to know, again, send me a message and we'll get you a birth chart reading to support you on your astrological adventure. But look to see where that falls for you. This highlighted theme right now is, what is the truth? You can have a real directionless feeling in asking that question and exploring it. Now, we've also got the moon, sun, that's always happens at a new moon. Venus and Mercury, they're all in conjunction, okay, at that 1 degree of Sagittarius right there. The ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. And Jupiter right now is actually trine to the sun and the moon. Jupiter is also trine to Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer. So we can see a lot of expansion in those areas, okay, with those planets. And Jupiter's energy is more highlighted right now because Jupiter's stationing direct that day. Okay, it's stationing on the new moon. Later on the day, it's going direct. So there can be a feeling, a real shift from the intensity of the eclipses, of the depths that Scorpio took us into, all the shadows and the murk, okay? That is still going to be happening, especially with secrets coming out on that world stage. But we're going to be moving into this more energy of optimism and hope. Future dreams, and then we actually have this ability to create that and to explore it. Also, truth, justice, true justice, and true freedom, and what the meaning of that is, okay? Jupiter wants to know the higher meaning. How are we all connected? Why are we here? What is my purpose for being here? That can be very up for you at this time. These deeper esoteric questions around your existence, around the existence of our planet, this dream, this reality. This is also an opportunity to seed a new intention, a new beginning around all of that. What are you going to be creating forward in the future? What are you going to be exploring? Those open roads and the freedom to do so. Venus is there, okay? So we can feel these energies as well around what we value, what we love. Money is very up right now. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. And it's also as well around communication and how do we think? And do we allow each other the freedom to explore different avenues of ways of intellect? Or how have we been restricted by our culture that these are the only ways in which you are valued or which you are allowed to think? Okay, clearing that energy. That, oh no, that over there, that's not true, that's not valued, that's not worthy. They don't have meaning here, okay? This is the only way. All of that is this lower octave Sagittarius. So be mindful of that. We want to move into diversity of options and opinions. Okay, that higher vantage point, that eagle's perch, how many truths can all be true at once, even as they are different. You don't want to be too moralistic. Again, only one way of doing things, thinking and believing. We don't want to bypass someone else's experience right now. That can be very easy to do with the Sagittarius season. Making assumptions and judgments when you don't know the full story of another's experience. I don't know about you, but I really don't take it well when people make those assumptions and judgments about me or my children. So again, it's this, can we hold that space for how we would want others to treat us? Okay, that's the invitation here. We could see some new changes coming forward as well with the law and justice, legality. What develops at this world stage and in our world countries, whatever that is, okay, again, to really hold the seed intention, this higher intention of what actual truth and justice is. Not these man-made laws, okay, but natural laws. Higher laws, universal laws. Okay, that is what Sagittarius is really asking of us at this time. So tune in with your heart frequency, whenever those moments of challenge really come up for you and rock you. You can choose another reality. We do have the ability to co-create our reality. So what dreams are you going to hold at this time? What is the future, you and your energy, your vibration? Like, what is that coming in for you? What is it that you want to hold? You get to choose how you step into this future. Do you want to come from a place of fear and anxiety, or joy, expansion, love? That's our choice. We can't control what's happening on the world stage, for example, or other people even, but we do have control of ourselves and our thoughts, our emotions, how we respond. If we choose to be conscious, to wake up, to go within and do our own shadow work so we can be in better alignment. Okay, those are all choices that we have. We do have Jupiter's conjunct Neptune in Pisces right now. So there can be some expansion around water and flooding. I do know that this is happening throughout the world right now. UK, Scotland, I know, is also getting hit with this. This conjunction can also be a resonance back to earlier in this year when we had the Jupiter and Neptune were exact in March. So this new moon, you can have a reflection back to that time. So what were you exploring? What were you reflecting on back then? These philosophies, or what truths were you exploring? You may have been going through a lot of uncertainty and have felt like really purposelessness, okay? And the searching for your meaning. What is the truth of life, of yourself? So what were you thinking back then? What was learned? What was the truth of your life and of your experience back then? And what is the truth of it now? So there can be this real revisiting of these questions and ponderings, okay? Again, looking deeper into our lives, these deeper truths, these deeper mysteries of life and our individual lives. Now with Jupiter stationing direct, this means that that information, those ponderings, can be a lot clearer for us. We can have some real clarity coming through finally. You may not get all of it. We still have Mars retrograde, so you may still feel like directionlessness or stuck, but you may be moving from this experience of feeling like you're a leaf just getting blown around by the wind, But now you might know this, oh, this is the truth. This is where I'm going, or this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, or why I've had the experience I've had. You may see truth through the illusions or delusions or escapisms at this time. Or you can have this feeling as well of getting an affirmation that, like, this validation, yes, you were right. Your intuition, your guidance was telling you the right direction to go in. If you are a sensitive or an intuitive, you can have a real bleed through these energies from the world right now. So I mentioned that earlier in this video. Take care of yourself. Go ground, go be in nature with the earth, meditate, whatever it is that you need. This is a real opportunity, again, to expand around this heart and this unconditional love, okay? You might also find that your spiritual practices and abilities can be expanding as well and like going into these new big directions. Again, exploring new directions. And with Sagittarius, there can be a real feeling of restlessness. This, you're ready to step forward to go and explore those new roads, those new directions, these callings to take you into the future. And then you're like, wait, I still feel stuck. Or maybe there's too many paths to choose from. Or you don't know your direction yet. Or you don't know your desires. This is what I was talking about with Mars still being in retrograde, okay? We also have Mars is square to Neptune, direct square on November 19th. And then again, it's going to happen in March. So real reflection of those areas of desires, okay? Really dig into yourself at this time. Explore themes around the body, your energy, your health, your sexuality. Those are all Mars themes. So all of us collectively are being asked, what is your desire? What is the desire of the collective? We are all exploring this right now. So whatever is coming up for you, whatever is being triggered at this time, being brought to the surface for you, go explore it. Go look for the deeper meaning behind this. What is it here to teach you and show you? And with Neptune, okay, this is about, can your individual desires align to the greater whole, to the greater needs of the collective, this greater, higher purpose for all? So right now we're having this tension with this square, self-sacrificing, being a martyr, only focusing on your needs and wants, okay? So really integrating this energy of these individual desires and excitements and enjoyments, and then the greater meaning between all of us. So it's a balance between that. And I want to say as well, as we are really coming into the holiday seasons, be incredibly mindful. Are you giving too much of yourself? Are you being a martyr? Or are you, with your needs never getting met and your desires? Okay, so are you the one that's demanding everything go your way and not listening to the needs of others? So look for that. See how that's surfacing for you and how you might reflect and change it. Energy as well can be really scattered right now. Your focus can be very scattered. A lot I'm expecting to come at us, information, especially from the news, the media, social media, like this constant just throwing at us, like, and very difficult to know what is the truth and what is illusion. So the answer to that is going to be yourself. Really hone into yourself at this time. Okay, go within. That was the main theme of the intuitive readings that I did. Go within. Go into the heart so you may discern what is true and what is not true. Okay? Not speaking, when I say the heart as well, I'm speaking to that self energy. Love, compassion, kindness, caring. That is the energy and vibration that's going to help you discern truth from illusion. Now with Mars trine to Saturn as well, okay? And Saturn is still square Uranus and the nodes of the moon. So we can have a real force coming down at us from authorities, those in power, governments and so forth, corporations just popped into my mind, trying to assert control in a top-down kind of way. Okay, so no matter what is happening though in this outside world, we are pushing into the future. We are co-creating this reality. So be very mindful where your attention is going right now and what your intention is for the future. And whatever that is for you, that's what you want to hold in your energy field, in your heart. To feel it through your whole body, to let it vibrate through your emotions, your senses. And you may find that you need to go look in the mirror and declare what your reality actually is. Like if you're really getting knocked on your butt and you're really in fear and anxiety, go look in the mirror and look in your eyes and you declare your future. The future you want for yourself, your family, your children. Okay, do that. You chose the timeline. Okay, what timeline is that going to be for you? Not the one being created by the world and everyone else's fears and anxieties, but you. You are truly more powerful than you know. And the more of us who can resonate with that frequency, this understanding of this dream and what we are building, the more we can change it. The more we can co-create this new future, this new reality together that we actually want. Now, okay, as I said, we've got these energies building, especially towards the winter solstice on December 21st. There is a lot of other astrology that's going to be coming in, and I'll weave those in as we get closer. But don't get tossed around like a leaf on the winds right now. Hold tight to the light within yourself and in your heart. Again, hone in on your heart here. Let your heart be the guide. This is a time of surrendering, of releasing and letting go of everything that is not serving us. To forgive and to hold this compassion, caring, love within our heart. So that is what's really being highlighted at the Sagittarius new moon. And again, if you would like to see how this shapes out for you in your birth chart, please reach out and let me know. And please like this video and subscribe to the channel. As I said, that really does help me so much, and I'm ever so grateful for those of you who watch, especially to the end of this video. I know it's a lot. The astrology is quite intense, it's quite big, but I do appreciate that you are here, that you are listening, and that you're on this journey with me as well. So if you do need support, I am here, or just please leave a comment below so I can see you and hold space for you and your experience. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.